What's up, guys? Tristan Review Cave here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts on the recent chapter of The Promised Neverland. Now, in my Catching Up with Promised Neverland short video, I talked about where I was up to and what I thought about it and what was going to happen next. So, let me tell you what happened in this recent chapter. So we continue with Emma, Ray, and Norman have broken into Gracefield. But we get a flashback to 3 days prior where they were scoping out the area using schematics and everything, trying to find out the best way to infiltrate Gracefield and where they could possibly be holding the rest of their friends and family. And thanks to Ray, they point out where they could possibly be, and they plan accordingly. So what happens? They finally break in, and they manage to surprise the demons and get the kids out of there. And they do get a glimpse of Isabella, and instead of being scared or shocked, they're shocked, but they look at Isabella with a stern face of confidence that they're going to get out of there. Now, while all this is going on, Roger's explaining how he knew that they were going to come. Obviously they were going to come. Anyone would think of this. So he predicted what they were going to do, how they were going to enter the Gracefield house, and how they were going to escape. So he reveals that he planned for them to infiltrate and get out in specific areas. So he had the Imperial soldiers that he borrowed from the capital of the demons to guard these exits. So he does that way. When they leave, he'll kill them all or capture them because they can't take on these Imperial soldiers, especially now without Zaz. Zazie is a very strong character, so he would have really helped if he was still at 100%. If he's at 100% at this point, even though I haven't seen him, that's perfectly fine. So, with what everyone's going through, they run through Gracefield, the bottom of Gracefield, to try and get all the kids out. But then all of a sudden, they do something. Emma and everyone does something unexpected. They lock themselves in a safe. And Emma explains that they all knew that they were going to try and surround them and everything. But they're not going to run away. Especially since Gracefield has a doorway or gateway to the human world. So they're not just going to up and leave with just kids and go somewhere where they were found out already. They're going to make their stand here at Gracefield. Take down the demons. Take down Isabella. Peter Rattray, take out the Rattray clan if they have to. Get as many kids to the human world as possible. At least that's where I'm getting with this. From Emma's line. That's most likely their plan. Since they have to go to Gracefield anyway to leave the demon world and go back to the world of humans, they would have to take at least Gracefield or one of the other houses. Now this is where, obviously this is the final arc of the series. They're here, they're at Gracefield, the place where they have to be to get to the human world. Isabella's there, the first antagonist, villain of the series. And Peter Rattray, the main core antagonist of the series, now the Queen is gone. And Peter Rattray was using the Queen this entire time when he found out about their plan. He wanted her to die. Now he can monopolize with his Lambda experiments and control the demons, pretty much. He'll maintain the old promise by any means necessary, even though Emma has already made a new promise. And that's another thing from the previous chapter. We don't know what Emma's new promise is. Ever since she made it, we have no idea what the promise she made is, what the conditions are. For all we know, it could have been something where once everyone's gone, she would have to be the only one to stay and survive. Or she would have to give up her life. That could be something like that because the demon god thing always has some sort of condition whenever there's a promise made. And that is the interesting part. But yeah, not a lot happens. A lot of good action scenes, a lot of strategic planning goes into the assault on Gracefield. Flash bombs, guns, ammunition, knives, tactical forces. Everyone ends up doing their part. The Goldie Pond kids are pretty much part of their own team. Norman, Ray, and Emma are part of their own team, and then we have another team, which was essentially Norman's team from Labda. So what happens next? Many things can happen. Since they're making their last stand at Gracefield, and they lock themselves in a safe, there's only one point of entry. And if they have enough ammunition and enough weaponry, they can just open the door, the demons will come flooding in, and they'll just start shooting like crazy. I mean, the humans also have guns as well. But this is their last stand. They're confident that they'll be able to win. Once they're able to get a good foothold in Gracefield, and if they find the doorway back to the human world, they can just have all the kids that aren't able to fight go through first, while the rest of them manage to take down as many demons as possible. If they take Gracefield House as a whole, they could end up going on to liberate other farms and everything. And that gets all the kids out. And that is how I believe this arc will most likely end. I mean, a lot's going to happen. And I am not for some of the main cast dying. But yeah, Gracefield is the final battleground. They're making the last stand, and I don't believe what's going to happen is going to be to go all their way. Nothing ever goes as planned, as we've seen from every single plan in any kind of anime or movie. Nothing goes as planned. Things always have hiccups. Plans will go off the rails and you'll have to improvise. Just like what happened at Goldie Pond. Nothing went exactly as planned, but when Ray and Yugo showed up at Goldie Pond, they managed to help save the day. Their numbers helped, and with Emma's sheer willpower, they managed to take down Levis and save the day in Goldie Pond. So for all we know, something will happen where the top three of Labda, Norman's right hands, are at full strength and ready to mess some shit up, and they could be their saving grace for all we know. Or something will happen and the humans will have much better ammunition than the kids. They might have non-lethal rounds so that they don't, flat out die. I mean, they don't care if they're injured, but they can't die. At least not right away, because then they'd have to package them for the rest of the demons. But this also leaves the cliffhanger ending from 2 chapters ago, where Sonju and Mujika were said to be publicly executed. Now, I don't think they're going to die. If they die, I'm not too bummed, but at the same time, I don't want them to die. Because they're the whole catalyst for making sure that everybody in the demon world survives without having to feast on humans. So if they survive, then things can go well for the demons. So yeah, not too much happens in this chapter, except one big setup in showing how they plan to enter into Gracefield and save the kids. And this was their last stand. But what do you guys think? How do you think this whole arc and plan is going to end up going? Will this plan go without a hitch? Will things end up getting destroyed? Will the plan end up getting ruined? What's wrong with me today? Will the plan end up getting ruined? Will they have to improvise and find some way to get out insanely quickly? Or will some characters end up dying? Will characters die? Will they live? We don't know. And I am very curious to find out. So, yeah, what do you guys think is going to happen next? Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Oh, and above all else, if you really do like this content I make on this channel, please let me know. And if there's other manga or anime that you want me to review, just leave it down in the comments or follow me or DM me or mention me in something. I will most likely respond right away if I'm not working or at school. So yeah, if there's anything you want me to look at, review, just let me know and I'll get right back to you. But with all that said and done, hope you guys have an awesome day and I'll see you guys next time.